80K. All right. We live. Let me make sure I can see it on the page. All right. Yep. 80K election. And let's see. Turn my sound off. Mike. If y'all can hear us, make sure y'all say y'all can hear us in the comments if y'all don't mind, please. All right. If you're watching, make sure you share it live. You can comment if you will. Don't mind a comment or 2 or 3 or 20 or 100. I can't add nothing, Q.
You can't add nothing?
Not right now. Wait, you want me to add? You want me to add the videos and take the pictures out for a second and then add the videos?
Add the video first.
So put the videos first?
Yeah. But I just sent the video.
Yeah, I'm there right here. I'm going to just take these off. It's just sometimes that mess everything. It mess the audio. I don't want to mess that up. All right, let's see. Let's remove that. Remove. All right. What's going on, Juan? Said they can hear us, so that's good. Remove from studio.
I will never show me that.
All right. You sent one? You just sent one? One video?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, why is that? Okay, cool. You want to play that now or start off now?
Or? Now let's see who all in first.
There's people watching. You want to say something?
No. Hey everybody. No, I mean, we could talk. How many people voted today? Did you vote?
No, not at all.
You didn't vote at all? Not that you're not living?
No, not the one House 130. Yeah. The people I wanted to vote for wasn't on the ballot.
The people you want
the people I would vote for wasn't on the ballot. So no, I'm not dissing them, nothing like that. I mean, more power to them. Maybe you could explain to us, why even me, why I should have voted, or whatever. But I think we said that last time about the vote, and people wasn't going to vote because they didn't know the people. And I think that's, and I think even when you talk about going higher than commission, and when you go into state and senate, and when you get into there, a lot of people don't even know that those things exist.
Right.
I didn't know nothing about House 130 until you brought it to my attention. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, somebody said that too. When I posted
just keeping
it
in being, I don't know.
But it's just, I think it's something to be said that, like, listening to the last commissioner meeting and knowing that I think the Board of Elections asked for $98,000 for the election. So with it only being like I said, the first turnout was like 1,700 people.
How much did they spend then? How much did they spend then?
The first election was 38 to 40,000.
Why did we? Not we, but the city of Augusta. Why did they go up? Like they say, why? Like, where did the extra 40K go to this time?
Well, so the first election, the March 10th election, cost $40,000 because they run it. I guess for the early voting, you got to pay for that, and then
you pay? I guess what is
you paying
for
cost? Each location to be open.
Okay.
You paying the poll workers.
Poll workers. Oh, okay. Like
the people.
Okay, gotcha.
The poll workers at each location that's open for the hours that they're open, and they pay for each days that they open. So remember doing early voting, I think they was open for like maybe 14 days or something like that. The first election, okay. So you pay for all that. So that was maybe 40,000. In the second election, roughly about the same time, even though their early voting wasn't.
Yeah. Maybe that should be one day. I think. I don't know if that should. I don't know if that should. I don't know if
the people asked for early voting because nobody wanted to be trapped.
Who's the people though? I need to know.
People who felt like they were inconvenienced or constricted to just one day. So they wanted flexibility with the voting.
Did more people this time or last time?
I don't know the system down.
No, like as far as right now, like just say nobody else voted. Like right now, I know whatever number you had last. What number did you have last?
That was from early voting. I haven't had a number from the day. So the early voting, it closed out at 324 people.
What's good, Lake? Let me read a comment real quick. It says the electorate in Augusta is defeated. In order to increase turnout, candidates should have been out explaining their platforms, registering voters, and explaining what their position does. But don't nobody want to do the hard work of reaching the people, in my opinion. Clap it up for Lakeland Ball. She's a very well-spoken young lady. If y'all don't know her, go follow her. Lots of information she gives out on a daily basis that has nothing to do with her sometimes. Just the fact that she like get information out. It's a very smart girl. I interviewed her one time. She's super smart. Super smart.
But I guess it is something to be said about I guess people doing the hard work. I guess I found it hard to.
You did it. I have to cut you off. You did it. Tommy, camera on me. You did it. And I thought about that when you said that I vote. I lost track of the day. Once you didn't win, and we like we gonna regroup whatever. I just lost track of everything. But also, and me losing track means that it was nothing that was going on. Whether it's social media, me driving, it made me say, "Oh, I gotta vote for this person." Oh, it's this day at House 130. I didn't see the signs like I've been seeing. I mean, your signs said my yard, of course. I didn't see the signs like I've been seeing. I know more about Ben and everybody else running on May than I knew about this one. And mind you, it's two people that can make that difference. Now, mind you, I do want to say that could be talking about the mayor later on. I guess the person who won, I guess out of all y'all going, the lady who won. I feel like she felt like she was gonna win, so it was nothing to do. Like I'm just that's my thought. I could be wrong. Yeah. If I'm saying it, I'm pissing off.
I mean, when I went to go vote, I think it was 82 people that had voted at my polling location. So, and that was the polling location that she actually won in. Like she got her most votes there. So, and I kind of feel that too. Is that not necessarily that she didn't feel like she had to do any work. It was just.
I got this in the bag. Yeah. I'm not talking.
It was a big lead. Like
and I'm not
his was
her.
Like 3-something. And hers like right at 5 or 5, a little over 500 votes that she got.
But that be the vibe. Like, I got this. We can get back to that, but I do know, because I want to kind of go into a few things, and we got people watching now too. You talked about, and I don't want to skip over. We can get back to that in a second. Once it uploaded something like that, we can talk about it in more.
What's
that? The voting.
Okay.
But you want to play this video now?
Yeah. So, the Broadway Baptist Church, off of Glen Hills? It
don't matter what church is it?
By Barn Village. It's over there by Barn Village. It's a predominantly Black church. I forgot who the pastor is. I can't think of his name off the top. But they hosted a mayor forum. Mm-hmm. So as if nobody's not really paying attention, there's a lot of different organizations that's hosting like the candidates to come on their platforms and talk and give you insight to who the people are, who the candidates are. And Broadway invited all the candidates who are mayors or who's running for mayor to come and, pretty much answer some community questions and tell us about the community and answer some of the questions that they had as well. Everybody showed up except for the mayor. So let's see, except for our mayor. So, but he did attend the one that on the other side of town, the one that they hosted. He did host that one. So to me, it just puts out the same rhetoric that you're not showing up for South Augusta, but you show up for the other side of the city. So.
Kim Macon said voter turnout was far too low the first time around to take the runoff for granted. I do agree. Lakeland said Broadway Baptist is the home team. Shout out to Reverend Booker for engaging the people and building an engaged congregation. So shout out to Lakeland. I want to play this clip. Don't know if y'all can hear it.
We now introduce our candidates. First, Mr. Eric Gaines. Mr. Stephen Kendrick. And Ms. Larry Knott. Chair, not present, is Mayor Garnett Johnson. So we will now begin this forum with Mr. Gaines with your opening statement.
All right. So that's pretty much.
Can I be heard?
So pretty much, I mean, it's like, I guess my question to our mayor is more so, like, why not?
Yo, hold up.
Like, why not show up for the forum? Because it's like people that had, like, we got some questions to ask him. And I couldn't make the first one, but I did want to make one of the forums and put my question in the basket because I really want to know. Like, I want them to start talking more about their character, like who they are as people, because all the political jargon, none of y'all really are going to be able to get in here and do anything because you don't know what you're walking into. So the whole vision for the city and all of that stuff, to me, I feel like that's a bunch of rhetoric because you don't know what direction the city can go until you actually get that position and find out all the details pertaining to what's going on behind the scenes. That's why probably a lot of stuff hasn't been done, because you speak well during campaigning time, but what we really, really need to be looking at is their character, their integrity. Do they hold their word? Do they honor what they say? How many people can vouch for you being a good person on both spectrums, not just for some people, but just all around? Like, and then calling them out for not honoring their words too. Whoever's speaking and they say one thing and they don't, and they do something totally different. As leaders, we should be able to ask you what happened, and you should be able to give us some type of explanation to why you chose a different direction, or why you did this in a scandalous way, why your name is always in the news or the media, like in a negative way. Like, you get, like, his name has been in the media a lot in a negative way, even though the publications that had him broadcasted all over social media last year are completely mute this year, which I've just been wanting us to pay attention to stuff like that. Like, they drug him last year. They drug him.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely quiet this year prior to the election.
Oh, hey, man. A lot of money be moved around.
I'm telling you, a lot of money be moving around.
I want to read this comment by Lakeland. She said that forum sucked. Sucked is in all caps.
It did.
Not because of Broadway, but because the questions weren't good, nor were the candidates engaging. Laugh my A off.
I can't agree that the forum itself was subpar. Like,
clip that.
Pertaining to them running for mayor positions, them being the leader of the city or the face of the city.
So before we get into like the mayor aspect of things, I know you probably got. I know you said some things, but what kind of questions? And Lakeland, anybody that's watching that they watched the phone or you didn't, maybe you caught it back on a repeat. What kind of question would you have wanted to see be asked versus what was asked? I didn't really watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's a candidate on there that can say something different than they've been saying to me, to wow me or move me. I'm not gonna say my decision is already made. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. And I feel like that would a lot, like, because I've been following it for so long. The candidates that I'm watching, like Eric Gaines, Stephen Kendricks,
they have to. If you don't mind, I want to clap it up for Eric Gaines.
Man, shout out to Eric. I just sent him a message today congratulating on him. I love the way he shifted his presence.
Yo, his whole energy different.
His whole energy. I had to send him a message and tell him how proud I was of him, how he's coming into himself. He's not so aggressive with the camera anymore. Like he
came a long
really got
way from another Dollar General.
Yeah, I hate that he don't be on our lives and shit no more. Like he acting like them people on the other side. Yeah.
Hey, I can't have my name attached to that, man.
Yeah. He acting like them people from the other side. He used to be in our little.
This is what I like about Eric right now. This is just me. Now I have plenty of conversation with some older people who feel the same way. Maybe not both, but they feel the same way. I like his authenticity, and I don't know how long he'll be able to keep it, or people can keep their authenticity. Because once the city consume you, that's pretty much it. But it seems like right now he is probably the most authentic candidate.
He's the most authentic candidate. He's the most genuine. He's the most untouched. You know how he's the most coachable.
He's a virgin.
He's a very, very coachable candidate, because he hasn't been in the politic rhetoric of Augusta. And not only has he not been part of it, he don't care to be part of it. And I think that's all of our positions. Like, we don't care to be part of actually the politic game, just doing better for the city of Augusta in its entirety. And we're not understanding in a whole why it looks like there's division or there's sides. We just don't understand the concept, because we're like, why? What's the purpose of the sides? What's the purpose of you not being on board, one band, one sound? I mean, what's the problem? But shout out to Eric though, because he really has.
He's answering questions better. He's a lot warmer on the camera right now.
A lot.
He's not so uptight. You still see the military in him, but it's definitely died down a little bit. Not sure if he had any coaching or something like that. His gestures, like his whole presence, I see
everything
it evolving.
Seems more genuine.
So happy for him. Clap it up for him again, man. That's just dope to see.
Shout out to Eric. He's definitely been in his bag lately.
I think, like I said, and kudos to Kendrick, of course. Like, Kendrick gonna be Kendrick, you know. He can speak to the camera. He can speak to things. But I know a lot of people say this. I don't know if you agree, but I've heard this in conversations outside, and I don't mind saying this on camera here. but I'm not saying no names, but people have told me like, you know, Kendrick and the mayor now are quote unquote like kind of the same.
Yeah,
right?
That's what they say. Mm-hmm.
I want the one that's going to answer questions though.
Yeah, I want the one that's going to show. I want the one that's not going to back down though. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
Granted, I don't know if he backs down. I don't know if we don't know. I don't know anything.
We don't.
It's like
we don't
Batman.
Know
I don't want Batman to be the mayor. I want to be able to see and hey, you talk to people that's not just in Barnes. I want you to come to the South Augusta like you've been.
But I wonder if that's a thing though, because each leadership that comes in kind of wiggles into the same atmosphere.
Well, you can go to money. You can go to money.
Right. So I wonder if that's just a thing, because once you actually get into the background scenes of government, you actually see what goes on. So therefore, your positioning, your viewpoint changes.
Yeah.
Because now you're in it.
Well, once you influence, that's what influence is. Influence is
I'm not saying influence. I'm saying once you get it, I feel like there's a lot of information that's not dispelled to the public. And once you find out behind the scenes, the executive sections, what they're talking about and why this actually matters and why they don't talk about certain things, because they have a list of different things that they can't disclose, or a bunch of issues or problems that they haven't necessarily disclosed to the public that they have to keep under wraps. So you don't know that. I don't know that. Kendrick don't know that. Nobody knows that. It's just them in the executive sessions know what actually takes place.
Yeah.
But once you flip and go on the other side, you're no longer an outsider. So now you're represented by the city of Augusta. You're with the city of Augusta, and the citizens are standing on the outside of you. So now it's like, okay, what they see once they get involved with the government, I feel like changes. And that's why they focus on the citizens that have the most money.
I'm pretty sure I could see that. I do think it might be more to it, not a lot more to it now, but I think it's different perspectives for different things, and you do different things for different reasons. I think that's the main thing. I think as a mayor, that I think is the toughest job, or a tough job, is that your constituents aren't in just one section in Augusta, which means I think you need to try to find a way to hit all sections.
Right.
But hit all means don't mean stay at 175% of the time. I'm not saying anybody doing that or not doing that. I don't know. I don't be seeing people. And when I do see them in and out, a few pictures and they gone. Snap. And
you seen what Lucky posted?
Yeah,
they only pop out doing photo outs. Like, that shit was funny because we seen that shit live and in person. It's one of the events that we was turned around. It was like we see that shit live in person. Like,
it's all good though.
We see some elected officials show up at some of these school points. We look back one minute, and the next minute they were gone. But when you seen online, they had a bunch of pictures of who they had and took pictures with and everything, but they did not engage with them dang on students.
Real quick, Gayla, she posted, she said, check out the CSRA League of Women Voters list of upcoming candidate forums and voter education events. Y'all make sure y'all check that link out. I can't see it right now because we're live doing something, but check that link out if y'all can. Lakeland, she said, reinforced focuses on justice impacted. I would have asked questions about the jail expansion, SPLOST, while the sheriff's office keep getting budget increases, but we are being told they don't have money, etc. I do like those questions. That is good questions. Angela, my favorite. Clap it up, Angela. You know what I'm saying? Says, especially while cutting budgets to the courts, which are backlogged, and as long as they are backlogged, we'll have to keep building bigger jails. Tyler, I think, commenting on what you said, he said changes or manipulated. So that was I like that one. I saw that. I gotta read that comment. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Do y'all see that Augusta, that the Richmond County page, Augusta, and everybody go follow the page. I'm not gonna say they're the best, but I feel like if the community starts to engage with the page, then you'll see more of the stuff that they put out. So everybody follow the Augusta, Georgia government page on Facebook. If y'all see, most recently they reached out or they posted about having community meetings to tell you guys about the SPLOST and the FLOSS, which is two different sales tax. So the 1 cent sales tax, and then the half a cent sales tax is the FLOSS. One is for property taxes, and then one is for the infrastructure and the building new jail and the sewer expansion, all of that good stuff. What I found interesting about that is, in effort to push this, because I'm still sitting in the middle when it comes to the SPLOST. Yes, I want to see the city develop and grow, but I also don't want to omit SPLOST 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 that hasn't been completed yet. yet they're wanting us to agree to the new jail, the sewers expansion in South Augusta. And I feel like if we say no, then I guess we won't never get it. I don't know. Like, I feel like they put the sewer expansion on there so that we would say yes to the SPLOST, even though there's other things on the SPLOST that I'm just totally against right now. But yeah, I find it interesting that everybody that they're posting now and they're having the sessions. But the interesting part about it is that they're having these sessions at 6 p.m. Brings it back to the post that I made about the lady, what was her name? Deborah Estep, the one that came and asked the commissioners to move the meeting from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Her asking for them to do meetings at 6 o'clock, and then they come out and these meetings are at 6 p.m. But these meetings is just to push their agenda necessarily. I ain't gonna say push their agenda because that's kind of like leading, but they're more engaged with the community of telling the community what's going on with the SPLOST and the FLOSS so that you can completely understand it so that you vote for it for the most part.
I just wonder, is there a way to ever completely understand that?
I don't think so.
Without being involved with it.
I don't personally think that any part of the government is something that you just roll over and you like, whew, I understand everything that you're saying.
The word is old, it's outdated. It's just a lot of extra fluff for no reason to me sometimes.
But and I think it's designed that way because do you really want the government to be able
to understand, right?
Yes, I really do. I really think that a lot of things pertaining to the government is designed in a way to keep the citizens out, because as long as you're out, you get $1 billion, $1 million representatives, or I ain't saying that, our commissioners and them are big and all that other stuff. I'm just saying you get rich being in government, and the less involved citizens are, the more wealthy, rich, sitting right they get when they get ready to get out of the government seat, because nobody don't be complaining.
Lakeland said SPLOST should not be for city maintenance. It should be for expanding the city amenities and more, which I kind of agree. But I feel like at this point,
at a certain point in time, we're going to have to do something about infrastructure. You can't.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
We got to take care of infrastructure.
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, right? The word infrastructure. I'm starting to get PTSD from that word.
Horrible.
I feel like it's just being thrown around. Like, yo, if I hear another candidate say infrastructure, I'm just gonna start swinging on it like that. It's like, why everybody keeps saying that? Like, oh, we need infrastructure.
Because that's what everybody else brings some. Like when the sheriff brought it.
Are there any more original ideas? And I said to say.
I said that too.
Like everybody's saying the same thing.
The same exact thing.
I'm not saying they're wrong, but my question is that something they thought about like very thoroughly and hard and said, this is what's going on? Or that's something they saw and said, you know what?
That person's right. With that too.
Let me go ahead and say that sounds good on camera.
I agree with that too. I think I gotta give you a little bit of both. I think it's something they think about, but it's something they think about to word it in a way that you understand it. But I also think it's just regurgitated information. So I always wonder or think why nobody thinks of other ways to get income, revenue brought into the city outside of taxes and property taxes or whatever the income streams is, because obviously it's not working. Yeah. So somebody has to be creative. Somebody has to start doing the work to find other revenue streams so that we can get the revenue that we need in order to build up the infrastructure that they say is deteriorating so bad. So, yeah.
If I were running, I know that I'll run on that right now. What do you think the city needs? Listen, first of all, we need infrastructure. Okay?
First,
lick your lips, you put your hand on the table real quick. Hey, first of all, we need infrastructure, okay?
Off top.
All right. Once we get that, then we could break the piece of the pie down. We give the pie to South Augusta. We give some to Richmond County, Columbia County, and we just spread the wealth. And then we go back to infrastructure one more time, right? You hear me? And then
tired of infrastructure.
Tired of it, man. Just give me a real answer, man. For real, I don't want to hear that word no more. Might punch the next person say that word, man.
Mm-hmm. She said, "Man, there is so much to say, but I'll save that for offline for sure."
Tyler said
all right,
propaganda.
All right, so y'all, they also had dropped the ballots, the sample ballots in each one of our My Voters poll. Well, our My Voters portal. So I want to go over the questions. There's 8 questions. Then there's a question about the floss on there, which is the half-cent taxes for property taxes.
Hey, y'all stay on because I might need somebody to explain this, and I want real explanations.
And then the other one is about SPLOST, but we're not going to talk about SPLOST today because that question is broken down so long. So I'm not going to talk about that one. We'll talk about that one like on a post.
All right.
But today we'll just talk about the questions because the questions, I don't know. I don't think I thought that it was going to be questions on the ballot this year, but since it always is something on the ballot like such, let's talk about it. I'm going to
read the first one. It's about the 0.5% tax in sales. So it says special 0.5% sales and use tax to reduce property taxes. Oh God. Is this Shakespeare or government? This shall a special 0.5% sales and use tax be imposed for 5 years within the special district of Richmond County, with the proceeds used exclusively to reduce property taxes imposed by Augusta, Georgia. Yes or no?
What y'all think? So it explains what it is. So what you guys think? Yes or no? Would you vote yes or no for that?
See, you say it explains what it is. I'm not saying I'm lost. I'm pretty sure I could break it down, but I feel like we gotta remember, like, some people ain't finished high school.
That's the results.
Some people ain't finished high school. Some people don't read for a living. You know.
Okay.
I think I just feel like people go in here and they see that and they just vote whatever to get to the real thing they want to vote for, which is gonna be mayor, judge, Senate, whatever, commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
The real things they going to vote for.
Right.
Which these are real things too. So something like this.
I feel like they take
what does this mean?
They take that and utilize it as a way to like answering. If majority answer yes, it's on the floss thing, then they'll write, I guess, out a bill or something to add it to the ballot.
What's that you just sent me?
That's the results. So we got the election results from today's election. Let me see. Showed it.
Nah, I'm on another thing. Won't you go to some more of the questions first before I don't want to overcrowd the screen.
What's the next question? Did anybody answer it? The yes.
Heavens no.
They don't understand.
You might know what that means. Lakeland said she tired of responding.
I just heard about the floss.
All right.
At the last commission meeting.
County Democratic Party questions. Do you support expanding access to early voting and absent voting to ensure more citizens can participate in elections? Do you support expanding access to early voting and absentee voting to ensure more citizens can participate in elections?
I'm up in the air about it.
I'm not. No.
I just don't feel like it's not in Augusta. Is this for Georgia?
Do you see the turnout we have?
Do you support expanding access to early voting and absentee voting?
Is that going to cost money?
Yeah.
No.
It's going to cost more money, but I support us doing more with getting our community back engaged with voting.
It's a no for me. Like we're not even using it right now. We're not using it right now. We're not using the absentee voter. We're not doing early voting. We're barely going to vote on the day of. Nah, I'm good. If there's more money involved, I'm straight. Like I'm spending money, right? Should the government increase funding for public schools and reduce student loan debt? Of course.
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Absolutely.
Can I vote twice?
Everybody need to vote yes. Yes.
Hey, if I don't go vote for nothing, I'm voting for that. Student loan debt. Once it say reducing any kind of debt.
Reducing any type of debt is always a win. Should the government increase funding for public schools and reduce student loan debt? Absolutely. Both.
You gotta tell me twice.
Yes.
Do you support expanding access to affordable health care coverage for all Americans? Yes. I need to know what that means though. But yeah, I do support. I do think people need access. I don't know what that means, what that entails though. Sometimes we say yes to stuff we don't know exactly. I know I want more.
You won't know the details of it until they write the bill.
That's crazy though.
And then once they write the bill, you got to know the.
So right now I just support it.
You just support it. You support the idea.
I ain't saying spend this bread now. I just said
you just support the idea. You supporting the idea that they come
I'm rocking
with.
it. Yes. I ain't want to curse. I'm rocking with it. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm rocking with it. We got a comment here real quick. It says, man, once again, Augusta ain't going to change. Yo, what's up with George? Yo, George is probably the most negative comment person we ever had.
You gotta read
clap
it.
It up for George, man.
You gotta read it with. Boy. You gotta read it in his tone, though. You gotta read it in his tone. I never heard this. I don't know if I ever seen him in person before. I can't see his picture that way. It says, man, once again, Augusta ain't going to change until the city government administration is torn down and rebuilt for the ground up. The city right now is so politically corrupted and politically blinded by these same old, and I mean old, politicians that need to be removed and sent to home. He ain't say curse. He ain't cursed. He ain't cursed. He ain't cursed.
I
agree that it needs to be changed. I agree that a lot of the recycle commissioners, recycle politicians, recycle leaders that's been in the game, that's been in this political game forever, that they need to go away. But the only way they're going to go away, as you can tell, when people, it's not like a lot of people running against them. Like,
is that the infrastructure you're talking about?
It's not a lot of people running against them. So literally, if you see the names that's on the ballot, it wasn't like it's a whole bunch of people that went and paid their fees to run in these positions. It's just them. And I think that's another thing. I think we think that these positions are such a professional position, right? In our minds, at one point in time, I used to think that these were professional positions and that you had to have some type of standard, some type of grace, some type of influence, some type of power, some type of knowledge behind it. But once you see like all of the rhetoric, all the confusion that goes on, I guess with our leaders, you learn that dang, they may not have the skills of being a leader. They just made what's popular in their area. Or they might have brought 1,000 people to the voters to cast their vote. You know what I'm saying? Like they just kind of walked in to see. It wasn't that they're popularly known or they're well known in the city and that everybody rocks with them. It's just they knew how to play the game better. They knew how to get their people to come out and vote because we don't have a huge. It's not like they're fighting against 100,000 people.
And just want to be clear, I don't want to say that because as me and you went, you did the research though, but showing me so many people that won were like $120 people voting.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about no popularity.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Some people won with only $120 people going.
The commissioner running in District 2, not the commissioner, but I think his name is Corey Johnson. His first time like ever winning a race, he won off of 92 votes. I kid you not. 92
you see,
votes.
Right there.
92 votes, man. And he stayed in office for 8 years.
When I hear that, the first thing that comes to mind is, I just feel like we got to change the infrastructure. Like, we have to change the infrastructure.
Oh, Lord. And then that was so funny because, again, I've been going to some of these community meetings and just community different events that they be having. And I found it interesting that I had all last year, I was going to these different events. I hadn't seen Corey. I hadn't seen Alvin Mason. But out of nowhere, after the charter review had its little dysfunction, they just popped out like,
I'm coming out.
Right?
I want the world to
Now they
know.
everything. Same thing with Commissioner Wayne Gifford. I have not seen him in any part of the city, in any part of any type of community function. But all of a sudden, he was at the neighborhood community breakfast this past Sunday.
I still ain't seen it, but his sign's going crazy.
His sign's going crazy. I
was driving down 25 today. I said,
going crazy.
Now he had a sign like on a pole. Like, yes. I'm like, how did he get it up there? Like, yeah, he even got a whole team, but he got bread, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, some politics is money too. Some of it is money. So
a lot of it is money. I feel like a lot of it is money because you have to. The people that's promoting to the community is the candidates. It's not, so you got to have some type of money because as you can tell, nobody really votes in Augusta. So until you have to make yourself known in the city in order to get the votes. So yes, with the...
Yo, can I say something? I want to say, this ain't doing. I just got to say it because everybody here be cool, but like, and I know this is on a tangent. I just got to say it because it shocked me. Like, what's your thoughts on like, and I don't want to be not sympathetic, but What's your thoughts on like, because you shared it too, I shared it, like about the girl missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why everybody keep asking where the fuck she was at for?
Hey, I want to know too. Her mom took it down. Her mom said they don't know the details behind
it's not funny
surrounding it.
That happened, not funny, but they
got to pop back up and tell the story. Like they just got to. It ain't no way around it. It's no way around it because off top it went to trafficking. It went to the masters is here, and this is all they do is traffic people, and this is what they set up for. So she definitely got to come back out this.
I just got a text, and it's
she got to tell.
And it's like it's so random. I ain't talked to that person in like a week or some change. All right, Q, just look at the bottom, bro. Like, I don't. Goddamn. But yeah, so I do feel like the mom is gonna have to come back out because it was shared a lot, and it got a lot of attention. So she definitely gonna have to come back out and tell us exactly what happened, where the baby was. Like, did she just not come home? Like she was with her dude, and she turned off her phone. You know how the kids be on Do Not Disturb. No, I ain't gonna sit here and say we gotta know every nick and cranny detail. But
we don't gotta know every, but you definitely gonna have to give clarity to it. Yeah. She definitely gonna have to give some form of clarity to it. Like, I just didn't come home, and that would suffice too. Like, because she is 18, so maybe she just didn't come home. So,
oh boy, niggas is crazy, bro. Oh boy, yeah. But George had another comment. I want to read his comment again. It's another on. He's upset still. It says, all that sounds great in writing, but that's not going to happen. They put stuff in writing to give people false hope, but they already have their agenda in motion. They do. They really do. And that's why I said I want to talk to. I don't want to ask no. I'm tired of talking about what y'all gonna do for Augusta because it's really not a thing. It's really not true. Like, there's nothing that you really are going to do for Augusta because you don't know yet. You don't know what you're capable of doing, being the representation of Augusta. But what we can find out is who you are, your character, your integrity, what you believe in, what you stand for, your morals. Like, we need to know who these people is inside and out as far as internally because. But going back to about the forum and everything, I think that's what that's for sometimes too. Like, it's not always about what you're gonna do for the city because let's be honest, like. But that's the questions they be asking. But a lot of us are like George Easter, where like a lot of us don't have any faith that you're gonna do anything for the city. So at the bare minimum, are you a good person? Like, am I gonna be upset every time I see you in the news? Are you gonna answer questions that I have? Are you gonna lead? Are you gonna be transparent? That's another word that's pissing me off. Transparency. I think they think transparency is talking. No, just I want to understand. I want to understand what you're saying too. Exactly. And I also think that because we're asked. Nah, I'm gonna say that. Go ahead and finish yours. I'm gonna say that thought. No, I forgot. I was saying. Okay, well, I'm gonna say that thought. Well, play the put up the election results from today. So this was from. Oh, hold on. Before I want to make sure I say this before 3. We got one more question. It said, do you support increased investments in roads, bridges, broadband, and public transit infrastructure? Oh my God. Say it again? No, I'm not saying that word again. Shit. Jesus Christ. Do you support increased investments in roads, bridges, broadband, and public transit infrastructure? Sure. Should the United States invest more in clean and renewable energy to reduce dependence on fossil fuels? I haven't heard about fossil fuels since I was in high school. I don't know what a fossil fuel is anymore. What maintenance is on Splash's list? Hey, Tina, I really don't know. I read the comment. I read the comment. First of all, I want to clap it up for Tina. Shout out. I'm always gonna clap it up for when the commissioners aren't scared to pop on the live and show their name and say, I'm watching this. Yes. And then also the comment. And then one thing I like about her is you don't have to agree with her all the time, and she's gonna be respectful and responding to you. I haven't seen her be disrespectful at all. So Tina, clap it up for you one more time. Yes, Miss Tina is one that
what she says is what she means. She knows how to have a conversation or dialogue. She knows how to express herself and let others express themselves as well, without getting frustrated with them or trying to convey them or convince them to believe something that she's saying. So I like that.
Would you imagine that? She knows how to communicate.
She does know how to communicate. She knows
great.
how to communicate actually well. And it's not that she's going against it. She truly wants to understand other positions, and she do want to get clarity. Like she's saying, well, what maintenance is on the splice? Because there isn't any maintenance on the splice. Is you can't.
Nah, she went through the comments for that one.
No, she did. She probably was watching.
No, because that comment just popped up.
It just popped up?
Yeah, it just popped up.
You read it.
A long time ago.
Right.
She just commented like 2 seconds ago.
It might be a delay.
Yeah, you're right. It could be a delay. Shout out to Teen either way, man. Teen with the delay. All right, and so you said you wanted to pop up that elections list?
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for this? Oh, it's small, Q.
It's real small?
Maybe not. Let me see. I'm making bigger. It's too small. Yeah, it's super small. I can't see that. Can y'all see it? Y'all know what that is?
I ain't seen it on the screen.
Exactly.
Oh.
You see it?
I mean,
oh, you can see it? Y'all good? Okay.
Not really. Not on your phone. But either way it goes. So the
we'll
results.
talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Because I don't think they can see it either because I can't see it on my phone.
You should have just put it in the comments.
Oh yeah.
As your other page. Yeah, I'm gonna take that off the screen.
Or did I save it? I think I just sent it to you. I didn't even save it to my phone. That may was the issue. Be quiet. But anyway, so congratulations to Miss Sheila Clark Nelson. She is
clap it up.
The new state House of Representatives for District 130. She will be finishing the term that ends in December of this year. She won with 1,107 votes. So she got 70% of the votes. McAdams had 459, which was 29% of the votes. So shout out to Miss Sheila Clark Nelson for doing her big one. She'll be back on the ballot in May with me and Karen.
A lot going on there.
LaFon and Thomas and David again. So y'all will see this name back on the ballot.
Yo, what's up? Who's this? Shout out to Jalen Dickerson.
Who?
Jalen Dickerson. It says, moral of the story. Very few people voted for the runoff today. That's the moral of the story.
Well,
that's the moral of the story.
That is definitely the moral of the story. And it's so crazy. So the first election, it was 1,600, right at 1,700. And this time it was 1,500 1,500. So
I'll look at them later. I would like to see if I can determine whether she had people just go back out and vote. Because if the numbers look similar to what they had before. I
feel like she took our votes.
But you had 1,600 votes last time, right? So
no, I'm saying our votes. So my 230 some votes, LaFon 80 votes, Karen 300 votes. I feel like those people came back out to vote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then it's hard. You got a Democratic spot. You got a white guy, a black woman. It's a lot going on there.
Predominantly black district though.
Them two, besides the one podcast I've seen, I don't think they did no other interviews style stuff. So
they didn't.
It pretty much was just I
won
last time. I'm just gonna win this time. So shout out to her for winning. I guess to each his own. There's some more questions. You want to go through the rest of the questions?
Yeah, let's go through the rest of the questions.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Should the state of Georgia raise taxes? No, but I'm gonna read the question. Should the state of Georgia raise the sales tax on everyday items like clothing, food, school supplies to pay for an income tax cut that will make millionaires and billionaires richer? Yo, that's a crazy question. Please clip this. The end of that question is insane. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
That was the one I was gonna post first.
Who wrote this?
I'm
read it again.
Read it again.
Should the state of Georgia raise the sales tax on everyday items like clothing, food, and school supplies to pay for an income tax cut that will make millionaires and billionaires richer?
Right, because we're making them richer. These are their companies.
I want to take a moment here, everybody. Everybody's watching, take a moment here. When I say I want transparency, I want to this question. This question is it's a clear-cut answer for me. Heavens no. Heavens no. The answer's no for me. Yeah, I ain't got to answer in the comments, but definitely no.
What y'all think? Yes, no? Y'all agree?
Tina, I like
Texas.
that. I like that, Tina. And I'm gonna chip up a little bit now. She said, the way that question is worded purposely promotes division.
It does.
I agree.
It does.
But I also, Tina, it's live here. It's live here. I need you to call out all the division promotion you be seeing. I need you to call that out too from now on going forward. You know
well, she does.
Shout out to
Tina. She has.
Nah, just on here, like say, hey, today this happened. Da, 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 da. Just give me a rundown. I like Tina though. Tina, come in and kick with us, man. She a cool person. She cool. Shout out to Tina. Should the federal government increase the minimum wage to ensure full-time workers can earn a living wage?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It ain't been increased since $7.25, right? It's still
$5.50.
No, it's $7.25 now.
No, it's not. It's not.
It ain't?
It's not. It's still written $5.15. I think they've adopted $7.25 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I don't think it has changed. I think it still is $5.15 or $5.25 as far as minimum wage in Georgia.
Yeah, I comment the minimum wage. I know somebody in the comments knows.
Something that's documented. I can't remember how the $7.25 came about. I think that was just something that employees were willing to pay.
Got you.
Their employees.
I've been blessed for a long time. I ain't had to make that low, but I did. When I worked
at McDonald's when I was 16, I made $5.25.
That wasn't no way to live. That wasn't no way to live.
$5.25 as a 16-year-old.
I ain't knocking it though. Like, hey, it's anything better than zero. So I'm gonna say that every time. Anything is better than zero.
But also, we was living off of $5.15. Like, it wasn't like a struggle.
Hey, you can't live off 20 plus an hour now.
You cannot live off of 20.
Like, you gotta make 20 plus and rob people. Like, you gotta do both at the same time. So,
the two-family household is definitely a necessity in today's society.
I see why niggas staying together.
Yeah, they should. They sticking it out.
Leave for what? It's rough out here, bro. This is crazy.
Very, very rough.
Do you support tax policies that require wealthy individuals and large corporations to pay a greater share in taxes?
Yes.
I do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
These questions.
I feel like they should be paying majority.
I want to go vote now. Can I vote for this stuff?
Like, how rich do you really need to be? I mean, you can't just do but so much, right? You can't do but so much in the city. There's no way that you're the richest of the richest of the richest and you're not wanting for nothing, yet you pay the least.
Tina, her bag. Tina said, commissioners make $20 an hour with the car allowance. The car allowance, is that like gas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that. And I don't know what else y'all do, Tina, but that ain't enough either.
Yeah.
And I've always said that regardless of how much we talk about commissioners and what people do, don't do, mayor, whoever, I always felt like even though it's a part-time job, it's no way you can do a sufficient job.
That's what I was thinking. Like, to me, instead of complaining about, I feel like Augusta needs so much work done. Like, we need so much boots on the ground type commissioners, like in the actual field commissioners, that instead of fighting to give the mayor more power, that they fight that we equip them with the tools.
Please, Q.
We equip them with the tools that they need to help assist the city. So if they need a assistant, maybe we should focus on that. If they feel like they want to get paid more, maybe we should focus on that so that they can do a better job with making sure they're getting to the citizens the way they need to get to them. But I get it as a budget issue and all that other stuff. I just feel like bring that to the table. Like, do something that so that you guys can do your jobs more efficiently. Bring something to the table that
you funny today, man.
helps them to do their job effectively, efficiently, whatever it is that they feel like they need to do their jobs better, to be so that the citizens trust them. They need to be doing that. That's what they should be working on. Tina commented again. Shout out to Tina again, man. Clap it up for Tina. Tina her bag today. She her bag today. She said, "Hey, look, man. Listen, man." Nah. She said, "Without the car allowance is less. Contrary to what is always posted, we do not line our pockets. But I did not do it for the money. ... And that's dope. You may not have done it for the money, and you may not even be part of the politics, and you may have done it for the greater good of the people. And I feel like there are a lot of people that go into the government bright eyes, and they want to do great work. And somehow they just get swept into the politics of it.
I do want to say one thing, because like we talk about transparency and all that stuff, and I want to be honest. Like I can't speak. I agree. Maybe she don't do it for money, but I personally feel like anything that's going to stress me out, I definitely want to know how much I'm making first. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. And I've done stuff for free. I'll do stuff for people for free, not charging. That's all that's all well and good. But anything that I'm doing that I know gonna stress me out, like I know ahead of time it's gonna stress me out, I need to know how much I'm being paid. That's just me though.
But any public service job, you dealing with the public. So of course it's gonna be a lot.
I need to know.
A lot. So you need to know if you're doing it for the greater good. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not understanding the way that they conduct business with the citizens if you're doing and working for the citizens. If you're doing it for the greater good of the citizens, what's the pushback? What's the pull? What's the hate or what's the rebellion towards the citizens as opposed to...
You know, and I know we talk about commissioners, and I'm like, not to dig in anybody's pockets, Tina's, anybody, but I think too, and I think we had this convo last year. I think a commissioner is a lot, and we always say, oh, we need younger people. But a lot of the people that's commissioners sometimes are older because they don't live, they retire, so they they have some kind of check coming in, or something coming in, or some kind of stipend, whatever, coming in monthly, and they're able to move around without having to work a full-time job. Can you imagine? During this season right now, you being a commissioner during the busy season of what you do in your career, your life, like you're not going to be the best person you could be, because you're going to have deadlines, you got extra dresses you got to make, all the stuff you got to do. And if you work a full-time job, like me, for instance, like, you know, if you run a company, you run something, well, somebody call, like, you might have to stay late, you might have to do this, you might have to do a meeting, you might have to go to a meeting that's out of state, or, you know, somewhere else. So it's some things you got to do. Sometimes that's why the people that's in them seats are in them seats, because they just, not saying they got nothing to do, but for the most part, they schedule is kind of like, you know, it's
they
clear.
have a flexible schedule. But it's not all working people, 9 to 5 people that's young people. It's a lot of people that are entrepreneurs, that this could be their, I guess, supplemental income.
Kobe said, I like this comment, I believe some people do it for proximity to opportunity, or money, and not power. For the people. And I'm not gonna lie to you.
And influence.
Anybody that is doing that, I'm not saying I blame them.
I'm not,
because because there are some people, you got everything in steps. You gotta take your steps. Right. So sometimes it's proximity to, if I do this, then that get me here and get me here. Sometimes those are also goals. So it's not like it's a bad thing. Right. You know. So shout out to Kobe for that comment. I agree. And I don't think it's always a negative thing.
But I said that early on, that I feel like certain people that was in our race, that the reason why they did it is because now that's something you can add to your resume, if that makes sense. Like, you don't see, like, it's a couple people that's in our race that I'm running for, that you don't see a lot. You don't see them doing hardly nothing. You don't see those signs out for them. You don't see them in community events. You don't see them out in public. Like, you don't see them. But when they get ready to go for whatever job they is, or whatever organization they want to be a part of, their board or because there's a lot of behind the scenes to it. It's a lot of people that sit on boards, that sit as directors of companies, for the most part, sit on a board, and I don't know if they get paid or don't get paid, but it's all intertwined.
Kobe said, "I'll blame you if you sacrifice the citizens for your advancement," and I agree to a certain extent what he's saying, but I will say this. That's only if you sacrifice the citizens. Like, just doing that don't mean you sacrifice anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it can, and I'm not saying I'm not like arguing it, but it could be where, like, you do see opportunity, but there's some people that feel like, I could run this city, I could do that, so I'm gonna do this and get me here, then it get me there, and then it get me there. And like I said, in real life,
they got a plan though.
Yeah,
they got a plan, and they got an actionable goal, and they're going to be working towards it, and that's cool. My whole gist behind everybody running for whatever office that they're running for, a position that they're running for, what is your goalpost, and how does your agenda fit with the people agenda? Because anybody that say they don't have agenda really, really be bothering me. Like, you don't have no type of goal that you're trying to accomplish personally with what you're doing, like none whatsoever.
Shout out to Kim Megan. He said 1.21% voter turnout in the runoff. Results just dropped. Sheila Clark Nelson has won. Shout out to Kim Megan for giving us that update.
Yay.
But shout out to her for winning. And people that did vote,
1% turnout.
all 7 of y'all.
138,000 registered voters. 1%.
People really don't know about like that part of government.
That part,
you know?
Yeah, I agree too.
So I don't know what more we can do or people can do to kind of get it out there. You know, I remember when we got the results back from when y'all ran in April, and it still seemed low. But I felt like for weeks and weeks we was on here. We said it. We said it on our story. We shared it every day. You went places. We went to these events. I don't really know what else you could do besides, and I hate to be that person like just feeling like it's lifeless, but some people just not going to vote. They just don't care.
Yeah, and I agree. Like I said, I think doing the canvassing that I did, you learned that a lot of people just don't care to engage in the political process of voting. But I also want everybody to understand that you say you don't want to be a part of politics, but politics is everything that you do, literally every single thing that you do in the city. There is some type of political realm, but you can't not participate but complain too. And that'd be my issue. Like, in order, because you got to participate in the process. Like, you won't change, but you don't want to participate in the process because you don't care to participate in the process because you don't want to participate in the process. But yet, the issue that you need to resolve actively reflects on the process that you're not participating in. Mm-hmm. So it just don't go hand in hand. So it's like the loudest people that be talking and complaining and stuff like that, you never see them actually participating in nothing.
Ken said, facts on the agenda piece, talking to you. If you're not running with an objective, what the are you doing? He didn't say F word, but this is how I like to read it that way sometimes because Ken need to curse every now and then. His voice is too smooth. It's too smooth. So I do agree with that. And yes, I thought about this earlier days, and I don't do politics. He said politics is going to do you regardless.
Right, politics is going to do
you.
Me
and you had this conversation a while back, and I don't care to say names, but this is my thoughts and process on politics. Clip this too. If you tagging anybody, you do politics.
You do politics.
If you take a picture with somebody,
politics.
And you post it,
politics.
And you tag that person,
politics.
You do politics. If you choose to shut up about something because of how it may affect somebody else,
that's politics.
You do politics. If you choose to talk about something because it may affect somebody else, you do politics.
Politics.
If you go to sleep at night, now I'm playing, but the gist of it, like, it's politics in every single thing. People always think commissioner, mayor, president. No, you do politics in your everyday life.
Everyday life.
You do politics at work.
Literally.
Oh, you ain't coming there? I'm calling now. That's politics. I don't care. Everything is politics. So
everything is politics.
People say they don't do politics.
Tied to some type of money. Your company that you work for is tied to the government directly. They probably get some type of stipend or some type of assistance or some type of rollback from the government that you don't know about. But if they stop getting that rollback, you ain't gonna have a job. Mm-hmm. So it is politics in every aspect. That's how the economy works. That's how the city of Augusta works. It works off of politics. It's just, are we doing good politics or bad politics? And the running story for such a long time is that Augusta does bad politics. And it actually is reflective of it as well.
Hey, time, put the camera back on me real quick. If you use your influence, you do politics. Okay?
Absolutely.
If people use your influence, you do politics. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's so many different ways that people use politics, and they think that maybe because they don't vote or because they don't say, hey, make sure you go vote for such and such, or hey, I voted for such and such, or I back such and such. You don't have to endorse somebody to do politics.
Right.
Endorsing is very bare minimum in politics. I'm happy you put your arm around that person. That's great. But using your influence and all that stuff is all politics. So I know people, it's the cool thing to say. It's almost like back in the day where people was trying to, I guess, sell us they were street guys. Or like, I'm not a rapper. I just happen to rap. No, you're a street guy. You're a rapper. Mm-hmm. You rap. You make songs.
Right.
And you do politics. It's okay. Like, both things can be true. So, shout out to Kim Maker for that comment. That's a good comment. All right, Tommy, get the camera off me.
Dang.
I'm looking at myself like, what's going on?
So do you guys really think that trafficking happens in Augusta? Like, do y'all really think that, like, I know they said somebody had posted like a couple weeks ago when the Epstein files was really, really a large topic. They was like Augusta was in it like over 100 and something times or something like that. But with the girl that just went missing, the young lady that just went missing. And then, of course, we're in the Masters tournament. So shout out to the Masters, one of the biggest tournaments here in the city.
It's the biggest tournament in golf.
In golf. but also in the city too, because we go through extreme lengths to make sure that everything is pretty great for the masters, like smooth sailing. They never have any problems when they come to Augusta. So, but do you guys really think that they are trafficking kids, adults, all that other stuff? Like, is that, or is it just a myth? Like, nobody's actually had any proof that anybody's been trafficked out of Augusta during the Masters time. Is it just a myth that's running around?
I don't know. I couldn't really speak to that. Like, I don't have no experience or no firsthand conversations, secondhand conversations on it. So I don't know. I think it happens everywhere. That's just me personally. And I think it definitely happens places where people show neglect. And this is one of the places.
This is one of the places.
So, I mean, you got a whole tournament.
Much going on.
There's a lot going on. So.
It's so much going on.
But I don't think this happened during the tournament. I think it happened all year round. I mean, and I'm not. I don't want to say that. No, I ain't say that. But yeah, I think it happens in Augusta.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ken said there's a pretty
you be seeing all them missing people back. Remember back in the days in Walmart, they had all the missing people on the board.
On the boards, all the kids and stuff. But I always used to think that was like recycled across the world, and not just in the city.
Say it again.
That those pictures were like pictures from just all across the world, like kids from all across the world, not necessarily.
I never knew them. There's a pretty prominent sporting event going on right now. If you want to talk about trafficking, yeah. Welcome to the Masters. Trafficking is bad in Richmond County all year long. Tina on her bag, bro, all year long. So
they did say we have the high. Was it this?
That's another thing we gotta stop doing. I don't know, like, and it's nothing against you, Q, but like, that's been like a common theme for like last 3 weeks. Why everybody keep putting all the highest stuff on the Richmond County? Like, everybody keeps saying, we're ranked 3. I need to be seeing these lists because I think people need to be saying stuff now.
The commissioner said it. That's why Tina was able to say it. Last year, Don Clark said that.
Who?
Don Clark said that we were on the sex trafficking list and we was like number 1. That was last year in one of the commission meetings. I cannot remember which one.
You're not going to sell me on the commissioner saying anything. No disrespect to Tina.
What you mean?
I don't be believing everything
they got the data from
the
sheriff's office.
I can find it online.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they could find it from the sheriff's office, or they got it from the sheriff's office. But they were getting ready to prep for it for the most part, like bringing awareness to it for the most part.
So, man, I don't know. I wish everybody the best. I don't think that. I don't like that.
Trafficking being high the entire year is crazy work.
Yeah. I don't know, because you want to say things about it, but also there's so many things you say and it sounds like it's a joke, and I don't think that's nothing funny. So I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I could see it. I could see it being an all year long thing. I don't know about us ranking higher than the other place. I don't know, but I don't know about that.
Well, they did say it. I don't know if it's out of the CSRA.
That's what I'm saying, because people acting like,
or is it out of the state of Georgia? But if I'm not mistaken, it was the state of Georgia. I'm not mistaken.
I mean, in Georgia, that would make sense. But like, people be saying stuff like it's like all 50 states, and it's like we right there. Like that's what I be wondering. Like, damn, like are we that bad? Are we gotta be on top of everybody list? We probably ain't no one. Somebody put a link in there. What that link say, Tommy? Richmond County is not number 1. Columbia, he was there. Shout out to Shuffy. Not that that's a good thing at all, because I don't want Richmond or Columbia County anymore be higher because it's just. Say it again. You can't click on can't make a link. Can you give it fake links?
So this is what April.
Pause.
This was April 14th, 2025. It says taking action. Georgia targets Augusta human trafficking problem.
Tina said, yes, we do rank very high in Georgia, being on South Carolina state line with major interstate running through doesn't help. Sheffy says, Georgia is one of the highest in the country. Atlanta is number 1 in the world due to the airport. Ooh. Trafficking is extremely higher in this area than others because of the general location being I-20. I haven't seen Marcus in a long time. Shout out to Marcus Gibbons, man. I thought he pissed you off. Clap it up for him, man. Come back to the channel and commenting. You know what I'm saying? It's my guy. Jonathan Marcus Gibbons. Real good guy too, man. Good luck, my brother. I appreciate him a lot. For real.
Yeah, they said the National Human Trafficking Hotline showed that in 2021, 281 cases of human trafficking were identified in Georgia. 1,065 victims were involved in the cases.
The only thing I can say about trafficking that I do know, like you think about kidnapping, you think about murder, all these crimes. It just seems like a scary thing because from what I've seen in movies, I don't know, but I'm one of the people that I feel like art imitates life. So a lot of movies I look at it like it's somebody's real life or somebody's experience somehow, some way.
Right.
When I watch these movies, I be that's scary to me that somebody can take you and use you in these very vile ways and you still be alive, but your family and people don't know what's going on with you. And you can lose your identity. Ain't no telling what you gaining disease wise, or if you eating malnourished, or you getting beat on, or I don't know. And so that's scary. Like that's one of the scariest crimes. I don't want to joke on it, but that's one of the scariest crimes to me is trafficking, because you don't know what's gonna happen after that. Like even as the person that get taken or trafficked, like you don't know what.
You don't know. Like they already have a whole system set up. And you don't even know.
That's the thing. It's a system.
It's a system that's set up. Like they have a whole system that's already set up and put in place. Cars, people, roads, underground roads, the way they actually travel. Like they have a real life system. Who they gonna keep you with? They got women. Man. It's women. It's older. It's younger. Like it's so.
I don't like watching those kind of movies. Like and I got 2 daughters. Granted, it might not be all women that get trafficked. I'm sure. People have other kids. Well, yeah, because boys. People have other fantasies. Mm-hmm. They don't just want women. Like that's the world we live in, But God, I can't. I don't know if I could even sleep if God forbid, like just the mere thought of that happening. Like God, I don't know. I probably crash out.
I know I crash out. But that's all really I got for today. I wanted to talk about, the election, the questions. We're gonna probably sit down. I'm gonna see if Lakin gonna come on and talk about the elections.
Said the wrong thing. She said it gotta be offline. Now, Lakin, she know a lot of stuff. Though.
We can do a pre-recorded one and clip it up for the most part. She's doing the rundown on the different candidates and who she thinks is gonna push forward.
You know what though? We talk about building community and partnership. But I do think I want people to look into that a little bit more with us too, with the partnership and building, because I think with the platform and some of the eyes we have on us and just what's been built in the last year, some people they can use the platform versus we can use their mission and things of that nature. So if you got something good, definitely always run it by us. Let us know. We would like to support if we can. If that means being it, that means helping out, that means planning, that means just maybe posting. I don't know. Everything in this in their money grab, but sometimes it's just about building communities. So we can get the information out, because like some of the commissioners, Tina being one of probably a few, everybody don't do it for the money. Some people just want the information being put out. So I definitely want to build more community on that. So Lakeland, Marcus, Sheffy, anybody that got something going on, let us know. Real quick, read these comments. It says also you have to factor that crossing county lines is considered trafficking as well. Yes, I agree. Karen Gordon, hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
I want to say something about Karen because we mentioned that too earlier. Y'all too. I'm not trying to sing y'all out because I know y'all, but it's going to look that way anyway because it's politics, right? But I look at Karen and I've interviewed her in the past for a while. Everybody know I'm real close to Karen. You know that, of course. You and Karen are people I always seen outside, So even before running for anything, even before you might see Karen outside in a jumpsuit, coming straight from the farm. She don't care. Touch up one time and a little dirt fell on me. It's no big deal. I didn't mind because it was Karen.
You knew she had been out there putting in work.
Hey man, it was hot to my hearts. You know what I'm saying? But I said to say there's certain people gonna be outside regardless, doing work, not just being outside, but just doing work. And I like that about y'all. But with Karen, that's one thing. Even before she had a situation and stuff like that, she was always everywhere. I don't know how she did it. Every single place you could be at, when you see Karen. And so
I think it's their community too. I'm in the middle with their community. They have a specific community of, they kind of keep everybody informed, let them know when they're having different events. And I say it's their community because every time you go to certain events, you see the same group of people that kind of show up to these events and they chat or whatever. So it's other people that come, but for the most part, there's a core group of people that show up to every event together, not necessarily together, coming together, but they all are in attendance at these events each time. And I feel like they have like this community themselves where they build and bring each other together. When they have a mission that they're trying to accomplish, they know how to band together, put that on the table and make it happen.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like our generation needs to kind of get that together. We need to build a community like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for more than just basketball games.
For more than just basketball games, homecomings. And even if we could just take that, even if we're going to plan it during a homecoming, let's go ahead and incorporate it into it. Kind of like what Lucky said, there's no reason why these schools, the kids shouldn't have a plethora of scholarships, as many homecomings that we had on the school campuses year after year after year. Why not? If we pay $65 to tailgate, just throw another $65 in there and give it to a scholarship or something. Everybody donate $20 or something, and the whole class have a scholarship type deal. We was buying food and stuff anyway. So
you been to Dave's Hot Chicken?
Dave's Hot Chicken, I have not.
You going?
No.
Like you plan on going?
No.
You don't have no interest in going to get any of Dave's Hot Chicken at all?
Interest in going no time soon.
Do you not like hot chicken, or you don't like doing it?
It's not that I don't like the hype of anything like early on. So I'm probably not gonna go for a couple months until it kind of like dies down.
There's other days you can go to if you wanted to go.
I can, or I could just wait or I could just wait and hear the highs and lows of the new restaurant, and then I can go.
But do you like chicken though, right? Do you have anything against anybody named Dave?
I don't got nothing against nobody named Dave.
So I'm saying, like, why you can't eat Dave's Hot Chicken? I want to know.
I ain't said I can't eat it. I just said I'm gonna wait to go to Dave's Hot Chicken.
What day you going? Like, when you waiting?
Sometime later on this year. You
gonna go after you vote on May 19th, or
probably like after August sometime. No lie, I ain't gonna lie. No lie. Like,
well, if you go in August, don't be trying to come posting a review in August. I don't want a review after 90 days.
I'm not gonna give a full review at all about it because. It's chicken.
What if it's nasty? Like really
it's
nasty?
Chicken. Then I'll be able to judge it like I did crumble cookie. I never had crumble cookie, but there were way more bad reviews than it was good reviews, so I ain't never tried.
You ate it still?
I never tried a crumble cookie.
Have you seen good or bad reviews about Dave's Hot Chicken?
I just seen that the lines was long.
Just tell me. I know you seen cute. Come on.
I just seen the lines was long.
I want transparency. If we're gonna build infrastructure, we gotta have these kind of conversations.
I don't know. I haven't seen. Have you seen bad reviews?
I am the bad review.
You had it?
Yes, I had it before. Not in Augusta, but it's Dave's. Whether it's in Augusta, it don't matter. It's the same. It's a chain restaurant. It tastes the same. I thought it was gonna be cool, right? Let me tell you, last year.
Oh no, I did hear somebody did post and say it don't got no flavor. It don't got no seasoning. In my mind, I'm thinking.
So I went last year in Conyers, I think it is, Rockdale, and I was dry. This was 2024. Make sure I get my dates right for somebody. 2024, and it was for my birthday, I think. And I saw the line out there. I'm like, yo, it was nighttime. It's Atlanta nighttime. I'm like, oh, it's like good. Like, I wanna see. That's like it was mad of us. I about to say it didn't work. Mad, of us out there. I'm like. That's all I need to be.
Because we love to
just gotta make sure I come correct. And so next time I was there, I was correct. So I said, let me go in there and see. Well, it was about Sunday. It was either that or Longhorns. And against my better judgment, I said, no, I ain't going to Longhorns. It's right there because it's right next to Longhorns, if anybody know what I'm talking about. I get in there. It's a little rowdy. I'm not going to lie. My hand in my pocket. I'm like, this is kind of crazy, And so I get the chicken. The food takes forever to come, first of all. We can start there, okay? I feel like they were making Dave back there. It was so long to come. By the time the food did come, I tasted it. I ate up another bite to make sure that I tasted what I tasted the first time. And yeah, it was horrible to me. And
I said, "What was horrible about it though?"
Nothing was good. Everything was bad. The crust, the amount of hotness of it. It just nothing was good. I'm like, it's a chicken strip.
Everything was bad.
Everything, all of it, the presentation, the how long the food took to come out, all that stuff. But it's not about that. I was like, well, I got hot sauce in my car. Maybe if I drive, put my hot sauce on it, maybe that's what it's missing. I threw that food out the window.
Threw it out the window.
I threw it out the window. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't get Longhorns. I just drove home being upset. I remember calling my friend just being upset. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was days for me.
Okay, well, I mean, y'all kind of making it clear for me. I mean, I've never been a foodie on.
All right, you are.
Stop. I'm not no foodie though.
You don't eat? You don't eat? I've seen you plenty of times.
Yes,
don't tell me you're not a foodie.
I eat, but I'm not particular about the food that I eat. I eat the same thing all the time. because I like good customer service over food. So I will go to the same restaurant because I know that I'm going to get great customer service every time before I try something different in the hopes that, okay, I want the food, but I get horrible customer service. So, yeah.
Yo, we need to do something up here where like we get some Dave's hot chicken. We get some other chicken from places. We don't say where they from. We just have somebody taste it like you. Somebody who like to eat food, right? And then we get you to taste and you see which one is the best. That's what we should do up here.
We should get a person that thoroughly enjoys food to come up here and be a taste.
Do you not thoroughly enjoy food?
I do not.
So you don't like being nourished?
What you mean? That's it though. Being nourished and thoroughly enjoying food. Like it's people out here that thoroughly enjoy food. They enjoy the texture of it. No. I eat to be full.
What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy? Infrastructure?
Learning, growing, and making money. That's what I enjoy.
Let me see something. Karen said something. She said, quick thought. A lot of these groups that come together to do community work started out partying together. They have other things in common: arts, school, church, sports, etc. She said sports last, Karen. I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
And they serve as well. Shout out to Karen for that. Jay, yes, I've seen several.
Y'all share the page. Share the page, like the page. Tell your friends tell your friends, family, co-workers, whoever about the page. We do want more people to get engaged. Hopefully more people attend the forum. Somebody just dropped that they're going to have like another forum with the people who are running for elected positions at Tabernacle Baptist Church. I think that one is probably going to have the most people to attend at Tabernacle Baptist Church.
Hey man, look, man.
TBC.
I hate to be that guy, but forum schmoral, man. What you gonna do?
It's the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie. This year has been.
This is really for people who haven't followed. I feel like for people who haven't followed along, especially like this page, this stuff is for y'all. Like literally, the people coming to talk to them and tell them their plans for the city. This is for them because Lori Miles, she just popped out, so
chill.
She did. She just popped out. So I don't really necessarily have.
Stop. No, she didn't, man.
She did just pop out.
She popped out a lot of times.
No, she's ran before, but she literally just popped out for this race. Like I feel like she had ran like a couple of times before. You knew that you was running this race last year, so you might as well just should have, started last year so that people could have got to know who you are. But yeah, so. To me, I'm not gonna say she's like a non-factor, but even when you ride around the city, do you see a lot of her signs? Not really. So, and I do feel like a lot of people mind who literally has been following the process, their minds is already made up as far as who they're going to choose for mayor.
Oh boy, oh man.
But for the people who are still sitting on the fence, getting to know who Eric Gaines is, getting to know who Stephen is, getting to know the mayor, getting to know Lori is good for them. For a lot of us who have been paying attention, our minds is probably already made up, and there's no like convincing us otherwise because there's nothing really you can say after this. Like there's no wallahs. I know like the city of Augusta right now is pulling the works out they behind our current mayor to push him up into a good light.
Sheffy said her signs are tiny and hard to read. Not tonight, Sheffy. Sheffy, not tonight. Sheffy, please. Sheffy, please. Not tonight, Chef. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tomorrow either.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I feel like the forums is very informative. If you truly want to know who these people are, you won't know them in their entirety, but you will get to hear them speak and answer certain questions. For me, the forums ain't really my thing, only because I feel like they be lying. and telling people what they just what they want to hear. So it sounds polished. It sounds well-rounded. They just sound like they're giving great answers.
I can see it now.
Questions.
They're gonna be just like this. I'm telling you. Infrastructure. Did I mention infrastructure? There's gonna be a bunch of infrastructure talk. That's all. And leadership. Poor leadership. The city deserves better. Oh, infrastructure. Oh, it's the same thing every time. I'm just, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
But nobody's talking about how, if you become the mayor, how will you work along the other existing commissioners? There's other commissioners that, if there's 5 different seats that are up for grabs, the whole commission body itself could possibly change. Some of y'all don't get along with the people that's sitting on dais right now. So how, as a mayor, how do you plan to build that?
That's and vice versa. They don't get along with them.
Right. So how do we stop the divisiveness? Because that's an issue. The issue in government is the divisiveness of the commissioners.
I want to read this comment before I say what I want to say, but Jalen, she said, in the mayor race is probably going to be a runoff because the votes will be split unless the people show up and vote, which they ain't been doing the last few times. Right. And most of the forums, the same people be attending that already know the process and voting and are voting. The people that need to be informed do not be attending. For me, I think I would want people to answer, like, obviously infrastructure aside, what can you do for the city of Augusta, right? But aside from that, though, I guess I want to know, like, if for whatever reason the person does win, mind you, this is not a question for Garnett, this is for the rest of them. If they win, whoever wins, going forward, like, what does transparency mean to you?
Honestly, what does transparency look like? Because
sometimes I think right now it's just a fancy word.
Right.
It's very fancy, and I'm not gonna lie, any word with T sounds good.
Right. And just, I think I want to hear more real conversations with the mayor candidates pertaining to the actuality of things that actually happen, the bad attitudes, the dismissive behavior, the not knowing the departments, not being well versed with the government and the structure of the government and things, the ins and outs of the government. One person being extremely knowledgeable because they've been running in politics for a long time, and then everybody else just going along with the flow. I don't think, from what I've watched, Catherine Smith Rice, outside of the last one that we seen last week, with how she interact with that constituent, she's just a yes man to me. Like the whole from March of last,
that's also synonymous with politics,
right? Yeah. From March of last year to March of this year, that's all I seen. Other than that's it. Like that's all I seen is her being necessarily a yes man to a lot of things that's going on. Not so much vocal. So you have those two that don't say anything, don't stand on anything, or just fall in line too. Don't feel like nothing's wrong with anything, and everything that comes to them is just a problem. I feel like Catherine Rice, she acts aggravated every time somebody comes to ask for something or just make a statement about anything that she's against. It's like all in her tone. It's all in her delivery of how she responds back to the person. So as mayor, knowing that you have to work with all these different personalities, knowing that you're walking into 5 commissioners that's going to be seated regardless. They're not going nowhere. When you walk in, they're going to be there. How are you as the leader? Because we always speak on how the mayor doesn't correct behavior. And I get it, like from a stance of a grown man, correct another grown man or even another grown woman. I don't know if that's his position, but it's just like, as a leader, they should have enough respect for you to not do certain things because it's still a representation of the entire city. But to me, I don't feel like they be having respect for the mayor.
Yeah,
for the stuff that they do.
Disagree with you. She said she seems to take it personal when people disagree. I think that leaders need to be leaders. I don't want to say nay, but I also I think for me,
and what's your standard of a leader? Because now that we're seeing it, everybody's standard for a leader is not the same.
Yeah, you're right. But it should be. That's the problem. Like we should all be on one accord, at least like what one looks like. And I just think that I want to be able to see, whether it be in the meetings, clips, any room you're in. I want to be able to see and can tell who's in charge. Mm-hmm. That's it. For me. We could start there. So damn infrastructure. Let's start there. Let's start with in a room. I want to be able to know who's the head person in charge.
Right.
And then we can kind of, once we get that out the way, then we can work on the next thing. Because we got a lot of problems. A to Z, and we doubling back. So double A is triple A. We got a lot of problems. So
yeah.
But one problem I definitely think we have is not knowing whether this person in charge or that person in charge. And if somebody tell me, oh no, it's this guy. And I can't tell. So.
I agree. I think it's a rumor or just a long-standing conversation in political talk or
good evening.
The Augusta politics, and they have the Facebook pages, Augusta politics, and some political watch, I think, if I'm not mistaken, where they say that Mayor Pro Tem Wayne Gifford is the actual mayor, and the mayor is just his stoop for the most part. That's what's going around as far as in the comments.
I don't know who's still on here or who got any poll that's watching or nothing like that. But if y'all got any poll or something like that, I would definitely want anybody to tag the mayor or Wayne. I wouldn't mind sitting down with him.
Somebody tag Wayne in the post with the one that I made with Ms. Bear.
Is that something y'all want to see? Like, would y'all want to see us sit down with them and talk?
It's odd though. So when I posted the post about with Deborah Eastup, I think it was his father or his brother that was
I seen that. Yeah,
that was commenting under the post. But something interesting happened also is Wayne Gifford like one of my picture on with my brother on my page, and I felt like that was odd because you like my personal picture, but a conversation that was had about you under a thread on a public forum, you didn't comment at all. But you happened to come all the way to my personal page to like a picture of my brother and his community service. Then that's it be those type of tactics that you got to really pay attention to.
No, that's politics.
Well. It's politics, but it be stuff like that, and then don't nobody really call it out or stuff like that. But I found it odd that we was having like a full-fledged conversation, and I'm one king where I can talk. I can have an uncomfortable conversation with anybody. People I don't like, people I like, people I'm in the middle about. Because a conversation is conversation. At the end of the day, you gonna go home and do what you do, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna go home and do what I do. But in this particular space, you should be able to have a conversation of either understanding, criticism, or whatever it is, and be able to have your stance on it. Not being able to like speak freely when people are asking them questions or hiding behind their pages really annoys me. Because
shout out to Sheffy, she tagged both of them. But my thing with that is anybody that's still watching, if they watch, I don't know. I think that it would be great for the page too. I'm not gonna say a lot. It'd be great for the page, but it'd be great for them as far as the look, because they can come up here and answer all the questions and then call it a day.
They could.
But seeing it being done all the time,
elsewhere,
10 miles from here, in the same spot. If I would even bring the stuff and just go there. If that's what it takes.
If that's what it takes, yeah. To meet them in their actual comfort zone, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it takes. I'm not paying them right now. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. But I'll do a lot to get the interview to the people because I feel like people want to see it. I don't even know if people even watch it when they do it over there. I don't know what the views or listens is like because I don't see the analytics. But with us, it's live. People can ask questions. We can filter the questions. I'm not sure if they just nervous of that. But and it could be
the live pressure too. It could be the fact that we do it live. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you're always on the go. You're always supposed to be on. You're always supposed to be ready for whatever, because you're a representation of the city. So there's always going to be some answer required of you.
Again, I feel like you got to change the infrastructure. So like once we change the infrastructure, and we just go from there. Then I think we hit A, B, C, and D, and then we go from there. E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So
after we change the infrastructure,
right after that, and then once you do that, boom,
and that's gonna take about another 30, huh?
Georgia, Richmond County, 2078. I got something for that. Yeah,
2078.
2078.
Okay, I can take that.
Trump don't do nothing crazy before then, we be good. So.
Oh no, he done back down. So shout out to Trump. He giving a 2 week now.
Didn't see that one coming, huh?
He giving 2 more weeks.
But hey, real quick,
he giving 2 more weeks.
I probably about to get off here, and I don't know if Michael. So they were saying that they were making human chains around. What does that mean?
Like they're forming their bodies around their protective things. I don't know exactly
why.
I guess because if you see bodies there, you want bomb it because you don't want to bomb the people.
They don't know we American.
I think they.
And I'm saying we, not me.
Know.
I'm not saying me because I don't care.
I think they know that we're American, but it's just less likely that all right, y'all may not shoot that first.
Bro, hold on real quick though. This is what I'm saying about. This is different between like other countries. Do you know how much pride and like love you have to have for wherever you live at to be like, yo, let's lock arms, so maybe they won't bomb us.
I mean, they feel like they gonna like die anyway. So if you're gonna die, you're gonna die.
I'm not dying locking arms.
If they bomb it, you are gonna die.
Yeah, but not me locking arms. I'll be locking something, but won't be no arms on. Not doing that. That's just my. I mean, that's what I'm like. That's the only thing that stopped me. Like, well, I said, well, what you mean, human locking arms? And I had to think about it. So I said, but I get it. I know it's like a lot of pride in them places. Like I said, they do stuff for the country. That 9/11, all that stuff was for whatever. I ain't into all that. I don't want to get into that side of stuff, but that's wild. And they thought that would be the answer. Like, oh, we
I mean,
for sure they won't.
I mean, it worked somehow. I mean, we on the 2 week. We waiting 2 weeks now. They need to open up. They got some demands. They're gonna go through the demands. They got about 10 or 12 demands. They're gonna go through them. They're gonna compromise, and then we gonna be good. The prices of gas is gonna go down because baby, $4.59 is just not it.
They aren't supposed to kill civilians, and it's a war crime. Listen, man. Hank, you my guy. Hank, you know I like Hank a lot. I need to give them less on infrastructure because they've been doing that for a long time. But you're right. She's right. They're not supposed to, but there's a lot they're not supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, it's a lot of stuff that the government. We hear all the time things that the government is not supposed to do, yet they do it. I think I posted on a story, but Jasmine Crockett sent the letter to Congress stating that they needed to invoke the 25th Amendment on the president, and what the F is they waiting for to do it, because he's clearly in a dementia state and he's not handling the country in his best capacity.
All this to me go back to like the regular politics stuff we have when I'm like, hey, if you feel like you can do a good job, please go ahead and throw your hat in, because we only got this guy because people felt like the pickings wasn't that great. And I don't know what it's going to take, but
I mean, the world chose him. Like, I think that's even.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think the world didn't want to choose somebody else. And that was the real issue to me.
They didn't want to choose a woman, but
just
they
crazy.
chose him.
No, but that's how that just speaks to America.
Of the woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but have we had? I'm not never shaming her, but I'm just saying, have we had more? Ain't no time how I would want. Well, how did a buddy before him win? You barely could talk.
Because he came from off of Obama. It was like a shadow from Obama.
My man was nothing like him.
He wasn't nothing like him, but he was his shadow. Like,
I don't know what he learned.
He got the culture behind him, because that was his right hand man. That was Obama's right hand man. So
I think we thought Obama was gonna help him. Obama was out there riding boats and reading and doing books and singing still and
living his best life. Ain't even thinking about the White House at all. Yeah. He said it too. Never even considered it. Thought about it. Nothing. Trump want to run forth. He want to expand the government so he can run a third term. The only president. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I want to do it 3 times. Fuck it. Fuck it. But yeah. But that's all I got. What you got?
No, that's
comments? That's it.
Heck no.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a great work week. It is Masters week. I hope everybody's going out enjoy. You been to the Masters before?
Never. Don't plan on going.
I've never been to the Masters, but for those who thoroughly enjoy the Masters and want to send us pictures of you guys on the Masters course and stuff, and we would definitely post them like we did last year. But until next Tuesday, talk to you guys later. Bye.